Um, I, I don't see a ton of upside in it for, a guy in my position, but I guess if you lived in the Midwest and you wanted to have a family and you wanted to have kids, it would make sense.
But otherwise, it's a gamble on 50% of your assets.
It's a big bet, man. You're betting that you're going to love her forever. And I mean, you're also involved in the government. Like if you want to get a divorce, you have to ask the government for permission. So I don't know. I think just that dynamic alone makes both people feel like kind of trapped in the situation a little bit. So I think when you put somebody in a situation where they can't escape or they have no out, it makes them kind of want to get out. I don't know. I just think the whole kind of idea is a little bit flawed. So
there's a lot of these like invisible contracts that we have, like marriage or boyfriends and being faithful and
I don't know if the marriage one is too invisible.
Right.
I mean, that's like kind of like
maybe that's visible, but
yeah, you got to go to court. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's a whole process. Like if you decide, like if you catch her fucking the plumber, it's not like you can just walk. Like no, you have to go to court. You have to talk to the government. You have to give her a certain amount. Like you have to agree on. It's just a whole process, right? Like just split up the house. I mean, it's just so different than dating. It's just so many more serious implications.
And you said even before that some people are just in relationships and they stay in them because they just, don't have better options and they're just trying to be nice.
You've done your research. Yeah. No, I think...
but you kind of blow through all of those.
I think it was laziness. I think that's probably one of the... If I were to say the main reason people stay in relationships, I think it's laziness. Because I think there's a decent amount of them that are unhappy or that would be happy with somebody else, but they're kind of, they're afraid of the unknown or they're comfortable or whatever. They just don't want to go out and, find somebody better or find somebody more compatible. And so they just get, stuck in the routine. I think that's what happens to a lot of people in their lives. They just get stuck in a routine and then they wake up one day and they're 40 and they've been doing the same fucking thing every day. And they look at my Instagram and say, oh shit, here's a guy that's doing something different all the time. He's living outside the box, experiencing something new. He's having sex with different girls. He's traveling different places. Who knows what he's going to do next? And so I think that's part of the appeal is that, it's unorthodox, it's unknown, unpredictable.
There's a line in the movie Fight Club where Tyler Durden says to the other guy, he says, I'm free in all the ways that you are not. Just because he decides to make a decision not to be attached to all of these constraints.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of what you represent for a lot of people. They just look at you and say, oh, Dan just chose. I'm not going to be limited by these ideas on marriage and monogamy and political correctness, and I'm just going to do my thing.
That makes sense. Yeah, I think when you let go of like all the constraints of society, I think you're able to start kind of, finding out, your own path and like what you like. And I think, I don't know, I just think everybody lives in this box. Like they just live within these constraints of what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to go to college. They're supposed to do this. They're supposed to do that. And they just end up doing that same shit. And I never wanted to do that same shit, so I just didn't, I got thrown in jail my senior year. I went in the military. I dropped out of college my senior year. I mean, I just, never really did what I was supposed to do. And I guess part of it was luck. I mean, I turned a gambling problem into, a profitable business. And now I'm, turning something that would have put you in jail into, a profitable business. Just unconventional through and through.
And is that a bit what Ignite is all about? To really